Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and I guess we'll call this episode 2 of Space Pirates and Zombies. So this is I've kind of left off where we were, just at the end of the last episode, and as I move, other people can move. And these are the two quests that I currently have, is to find goons, find basic resource nodes. Blowing up the mothership is not advisable. Okay, so it wants me to go over here. Originally it was telling me to go here, but I think that's before this guy turned up. So let's go here. Apparently it's blocked because someone else is already dealing with it. And they're a threat of 37. These guys are a threat of 8. It's a threat of 40. I don't know what my skill of. I'm a 5. Oh, there you go. So find res and find goons. Okay, so let's do this. We'll go through this area.
Scanning area.
There's another bit of lore. Go back and we'll have a look at what we're going to here. Harvested. Let's ransack it.
I sense some underdeveloped crewmen require contextualization about how urgently we require these basic resources. More specifically, human resources. The ship requires an astronomical volume of periodic maintenance and repair. These tasks are far too dangerous to allow anyone with a shred of intellectual value to perform them. Therefore, we do not turn away many applicants. Remember, the bottom of the pyramid needs the most bricks.
Of course, we need bodies to operate and maintain the ship's systems, but we also don't want to feed any more mouths than we must. Most of our food is fabricated from res. Balance is the word of the day here.
Okay, so we need, I don't know, throwaway people. That sounds pretty sad, but we need them to operate and repair. But if you don't have enough goons, it will decay, and we can buy and sell them. Okay. So it wants us to find res. All right, let's go.
Map updated.
All these areas are being ransacked, or they're already controlled by someone. Okay.
As much as I detest this hellborn excrement, we're stuck in a universe addicted to res. We are no different. Without it, the res drive will collapse, leaving us to limp along at subwarp. We'll be easy pickings for bandits, or anyone else looking to kick us while we're down.
Alright, so we need res to keep us going, and obviously faster you go, the more you use. So, right, what's next? We've got scrapyard. We kind of need to find an area that's unpopulated. Let's go back up into this one. Hope we can find something. I mean, we can pick
Now
up...
that we have some currency to spend, we should stock up on strike craft. We do not want to get overwhelmed when engaged by multiple targets. Plus, it gives our enemies something else to shoot at instead of us.
Okay, so keep supply of strike craft to assist your mothership in combat. Strike craft can be fabricated from the star map and placed into hangars. Push the hangars button on the star map HUD. Oh, this one here. Oh, there's a raiding party here. It's blocked.
We wouldn't be a very respectable mothership without some sort of support fleet. I would advise we keep our hangars fully stocked with strike craft at all times. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a healthy menu of ships to choose from at the moment, but that will certainly change in time. Every enemy strike craft we destroy presents an opportunity to salvage blueprints for new ships. Plus, it'll give Carl something to do instead of pissing me off to no end.
Alright. Alright. Let's have a look. We can do bits and pieces here. Alright. Auto stock is off. Okay, so we've got different types here. Guess this is the only one we've got this other one unlocked. We can do this one as well. Okay, Strokecraft mid-lane. Okay, we've got miniguns. So it's got miniguns all around it. I'll accept that. We got the two running. Okay, that's about apparently all I can do.
Oh, for Gamma's sake. Why did we drop out of warp? Carl, what is wrong with my ship?
Nothing is wrong with the ship, Elsa. I've scheduled a combat drill for today. We're getting a little too soft for my liking.
Jameson, it's 3 in the morning.
Okay. Not sure what we're targeting. These things, perhaps? I don't know. I don't see anything yet. What's that? Whoops. Oh, TVs or something. That's pretty awesome. I'm not for Super Chef, maybe? Oh, okay, so I can...
All of the ship's command and control systems are routed through a wireless-assisted simulation. A benefit of such a system is you do not have to be physically on a ship to fly it. You can astral project your command focus to another ship, while delegating the control of the mothership to artificial intelligence. While it would make almost too much sense to allow the artificial intelligence to fly every ship, that theoretically would take all the fun out of it.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have much of a shot. And then we can say, you know,
Babysitting duty.
defend the target. So F to switch between. Alright, cool. I'm not sure where I'm meant to be going. Regroup is hold E.
Position holding.
Okay. So I guess the idea is just to...
Relay point designated. Engaging.
All right, that's not bad.
Just had to do
Great,
each of them.
but not bad. Let's try something a bit bigger.
Okay.
Disengaging.
Let's go and get these things.
Target locked. Obliterating.
Okay.
Engaging.
That one. That one.
Target locked. Obliterating.
Well. Alright. Get over here and attack this thing around the back. Whoa. That's not even the one I was shooting at. Oh, is this it here? Whoops. All sorts of stuff out here. Is that it? Destroyed?
We have sufficiently asserted ourselves over this inanimate material. Surely we must be done with these mindless examinations of competence by now.
Carl, you couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. These drills just might save your life someday. You'd be wise to put this inanimate material to use before trying your luck on something that can shoot back.
Alright.
Engaging.
Cool, so while you're in the other ship I can just push E to select something and it will destroy it. Right, so up to the star map.
Behold, my happy place. It is here my power grows. Using the data we have acquired from the sensors, I can refine our ships and equipment. While I would adore being able to refine every single archaic piece of junk on board, the physical nature of the universe forbids it. Treat the data analytics with respect.
Okay, so we can select a perk when we level up. Without perks you will suck and die.
There is
Excellent.
research data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it and instead allocate it.
Okay, so we get a free one. And then... Does it reload? Take the trading one. This guy is going to try and attack us, maybe?
While I don't even trust my own office chair these days, let me be the first to admit that we can't survive out here without the help of others. We should consider trading goods and supplies with people, rather than trading insults and bullets. If a hostile confrontation cannot be avoided, then we should consider taking off. We don't have to fight every lemon that looks at us the wrong way.
Okay. So let's go up here. Let them go.
Now that we have strike craft of our own, we should learn how to fight against them. It's a big galaxy, and we're not original thinkers here. We should be able to locate a border raid to have our way with. They should be no match for the combined force of our mothership and strike craft.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay, so now that we have Strikecraft, yep. The neighbouring star bases of a different faction will fight each other. Destroying raids is a good way to make friends with the defensive side. Destroying raids is a good way to make enemies with the offensive side. Destroying enemy Strikecraft may yield blueprints which can unlock new ship types while improving existing ones. So what's this find a raid?
Resource saved.
Okay, so let's find a raid. We've got stuff happening around here. Alright, let's go and have a look. So here's a raid. We've got stuff coming from, I guess, over here. This is what a raid icon looks like. Neighbouring starbase is deploying a raiding party here. The current starbase owner will appreciate if you wipe them out. Okay, cool, let's do it.
Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Well, it is not doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. I checked the dictionary. However, that is literally the definition of practice. We have all practiced this over and over. Now let's drop those training wheels and execute.
You're ready.
Practice is irrelevant. The command and control system is smarter than the sum of all brain matter on board. Simply change the pre-configured weapon configuration to my experimental battle wagon mode. The ship's weapon systems will track and fire independently, unfettered by human ineptitude.
Battle wagon mode will always shoot for center mass. If you wish to manually target a ship module, you can override battle wagon target control by pushing the fire button. Customize weapon groups and battle wagon target priority in the weapon config menu located in the options menu. Push Q to change to the next one, I guess. So,
Engaging.
okay.
Target locked. Obliterating.
What do we got next? Group. How do I get mode? Come on.
Dragon mode activated.
Nice.
Shields offline.
Uh-oh. New hull. Battle wagon is firing. Okay. Oh, we can change to a particular weapon. That's cool. So Q changes.
Dragon mode activated.
So I can just fire a particular weapon if I want to. Oop, whatever that is. On the blueprint. Let's get this guy.
Target locked. Obliterating.
Cool.
All right. We've graduated from inanimate material to ships a tenth of our size. It's a baby step, but I'll take what I can get from this bunch.
Are we done burning bugs with a magnifying glass? Good. Okay, let's carry on. Second star to the aft.
Okay. So we collected a couple of blueprints. What's that? Whoops, don't smash into me.
Engaging.
I don't know, we'll just shoot it anyway. Oh, what a great time to reload. Come on. I can't remember which one again. Can destroy it. Alright. So we've got some lore here we could probably go and pick up. What do we got in the way of hangers? Make a couple of each. Cool. Nice. Takes scrap to make them obviously, so what's next? Go pick up this lore maybe?
Following the Dark Infection, a few scientists established a group dedicated to the investigation of the Dark Entity. They reached out to the best and brightest survivors the Void had to offer. Unfortunately, they were plagued by constant bandit attacks until they enacted a minimal contact policy with other factions. Now, they cling to life like the rest of the galaxy, having all but given up on the scientific endeavors it was founded upon.
Okay.
Now that we have achieved a base level of technological excellence, I see no reason to tow around this useless garbage. Trade, steal, kill, rinse, repeat. If I have to look at this eyesore much longer, I will gouge your eyes out.
Okay, so buy better parts for your mothership. Avoid using junk parts if possible. Every starbase has a junkyard you can visit if you need junk parts. Starbase has arena events you can use to win resources needed to buy better parts. Okay.
Game saved.
Where does it want us to go? Yeah.
Though I am completely disgusted by the idea of cooperating with others in a fashion that implies intellectual equality, it often cannot be avoided. Just try not to get extorted too severely.
Alright, so we can... Starbases produce and trade ship parts. Beware the starbase's value markup. The higher the markup, the worse the deal is for you. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we got trade, repair for 13 scrap. How much have I got? 473. Okay, so we can, I guess, repair it. We can maybe trade.
In an effort to curb interplanetary diseases, just about all our traded goods now have to go through this hands-off filtered interface. Nobody can stab you in the back or shoot you in the face using an interface like this. Just configure the deal, and the autoloaders should take care of the rest.
Cool. So we've got subcores, meat hook. No, we can buy other bits and pieces. I'm just recommending that we buy parts. I don't know if we're using either of these. I think the E must be equipped, is it? I don't know. Don't know what the E stands for. Quite equipped. There you go. Everything's equipped. So the E must be these pieces. That must be the equipped. So it's saying we've got cores. It's going to cost 915 scrap though. Got Chippy here. Slicer left. Drip feeder left. Whatever these are. Wings are weapon platforms that can be mounted onto side-facing subcore parts. Wings provide bonus turning rate. Yes, and more engines. Omni laser. Maybe we could buy something and try and upgrade it a bit. We could get the mulch core and... We don't have 900 and something scrap. We've only got 400. Okay. Not doing much here. I mean, we could click back on this and go to the junkyard.
Ain't nothing's intended to be solitary in nature. That's why you have two kidneys, huh? We should break up the metal mother nice and neighborly so we only have to pay for interweave hookup at one time.
Okay. Subcore ship parts will receive synergy step bonus with neighboring subcores connected to it. Or connection are the bonus. You can visualize synergies by illuminated energy conduits between subcores. Alright, let's all sorts of bits and pieces here. Noses, wings. I don't think there's any other subcores, is there? Whoops. Wrong button. Tractor part, left control, remove part. What do we got? What's this? Engine. What do we got on ours? 2x micro missile. Retro drunk part, 1, 3 forward, 3. Nice if we could get more engines on it. What's this? Subcore. Oh, we got too many cores on this thing. These look different. So we've got 3 cores. We can't put any more in. We've got... I'm guessing we can't really do too much with it. We don't have anything exciting that isn't here, so let's jump out of here. No. Alright, let's see what we got. It's a big star map. So let's go over here.
Signal detected.
Get better. Okay. Trading. It's expensive. Just wondering if we just
Somehow, for some void-forsaken reason, the galaxy isn't quite violent enough for some people. That's why we have simulation arenas. They kind of work like a mind-rotting video game, giving homicidal psychopaths a safe environment to practice. It might not be such a bad idea if we gave it a go. I know it hurts, but we just might learn something, and maybe earn a few slivers of scrap for our troubles.
good to go.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Nice. The shotgun comes equipped with several shotgun weapons mounted to 2 large wings. Okay. Ship comes with iron beams at the front, take their shields while minigun cannons. Okay. Pretty nifty looking spaceship.
Shields offline.
Nice battle wagon mode, it actually worked.
Shields offline.
Wow.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Come on. Let him out. Get close enough.
Shields offline.
He doesn't have a wing anymore. Nice. Don't know if I can collect this. Uh-huh. Put that back on. Alright, cool. Don't know what we win for it.
Game saved.
Got a little bit of XP. Still wants me to buy stuff. My inventory. Everything's equipped. Just wants me to do stuff. I just don't have the money to buy. I've got 562. Doorstep. Alright, let's buy that. And so I don't know whether this is any better. Alright, we'll see what it does. I mean, that technically should be better. So I still have this part, and I can probably sell it. Probably not worth much. It's worth nothing. It's alright, we'll just hold on to it then. Alright, cool. There's a raid going on over here. Let's go over here and we'll try it out.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Getting close enough. Take them out.
Shields offline.
Wow.
Battle wagon mode activated.
I don't know why my battle wagon mode got turned off. I'm sure I didn't touch the button. It's one down. Collect their bits. Come on. Another one. Some more bits. So I don't know whether this is any better. This rocket thing.
Shields offline.
Guys don't like me much. Yep. Another one. Here we go. It's everyone. Okay, cool. Let's get back. Need to probably build a couple more of these guys.
It is absolute murder to me when we have unused analytical data like this. Unless you wish to fall asleep one night and never wake up, you'll make haste and allocate this data at once.
Extra health. So we've got these other types here now. Squatter. Maybe we get rid of the short bus one. It's only 50 scrap though, it's actually cheaper. Ooh, some big ones up here. Alright. We got 76 scrap available. Alright, well they're not going to help us. Let's go in here.
Scanning area.
Let's get this law.
Elsa was born and raised on Earth. which happened to be one of the last worlds to come under UTA control during the lockdown wars. Her and her father were recruited by the UTA to mine the Sol system for what little res it had. When her father died, she became aimless and resentful. Eventually, she was befriended by Don Gibson, the leader of the growing UTA resistance. Saving her from eventual starvation, she was fiercely loyal to Don and became second in command of the renegade fleet. Despite her troubled past, she had always managed to stay lighthearted and governed by strong morals. She was devastated to discover Don had been under the influence by the infection. Enraged, she took control of the clockwork and crew to hunt down Don and destroy the Dark Entity. Having eventually satisfied that goal, she has now grown cold and nearly unrecognizable by her fellow crewmates. Driven aimlessly by guilt, she commands the surviving crew of the Clockwork on an endless mission to cleanse the last of the infection.
Alright, with that, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. So thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments in the section below. And if you want to continue seeing this, let me know and we may look at doing a couple more episodes. I think we're pretty much... I mean, the tutorial's still running because I'm still getting these quests. So I guess it's still ongoing at the moment, but as we play a bit more, it's going to unlock more and more stuff. And bigger ships, etc. But for now, as I said, let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. See you later.